Hello everyone, welcome to a new Amateur Doll Surgeon. This is a special episode. Today we're not working on a full-size, life-size doll. We're working on one of these tiny little chibi figurines from Chibify, which is like a subsidiary of Hero Forge. So they specialize in making 3D printed, customizable miniatures for tabletop gaming. And I found this thing where you can make like a little customizable chibi character. So I made one of Celestina. Got the chibi based on the picture on the left, and what arrived was this. So I'm a little bit upset. I feel like Hero Forge and Chibify need to be more honest with how their products actually look in reality versus the promotional material from their website. Anyway, we're going to fix this. We are going to repair this chibi. So, because even the smallest waifus matter. No waifu is too small. All the waifus are important. So we're going to preserve this tiny little waifu figurine. So here's what I'm going to be using. I have 4 extra fine point Sharpies, and I have one that's like a normal Sharpie. I have brown in both extra fine and regular. I have a black extra fine, and then I have a pink and like this peach color, which is kind of like an orange light brown. And this is what we're going to use. I'm mainly going to be focused on the eyes because, again, like the focus. Come on, focus. Yeah, there's just not enough detail. Now, you notice this almost wood-like texture. This is a product of 3D printing. There's really not a lot I can do about it. It's just going to look like that. But I want the eyes to look a little bit more sharp, to actually look like there's detail. Like, there's no detail in these eyes. It's just this gray blob. And you look at the picture on the left, it looks a lot better. I'm going to do the hair last because I'm going to be touching it. So let's start with the eyes. All right. So we're going to use our black extra fine marker, extra fine Sharpie rather. All right, let's get the light. I apologize, probably going to wash out a bit, but you know, what are you going to do? All right, I'm just going to reference the actual art of what it's supposed to look like. All right. Okay. Like, you can see what this was supposed to look like. You can see, like, where the 3D printer put down something, but clearly it wasn't good enough at all. But, you know, the attempt was made to some degree. All right, so looks like we got 3 kind of little eyelash deals. Alright, so that is going to be one of her eyes. Come on, fucking focus, you goddamn camera. Why can't... There we go. So that's one of her eyes. Her other eye is partially covered with hair, so this one should be fairly easy. Hopefully won't make any happy little accidents. But if you spent $50 on a Hero Forge or Chibify 3D printed thing, we would qualify that as a happy little accident. But again, all waifus are important. We are going to repair what has been broken. That's about it. Okay. Let me see how that looks. Alright, that looks good. So her eyes are basically, well, okay, so now I have to do her pupils and around her iris. Alright, so this is going to be the most... Fucking light fell over and hit the camera. Alright. We're off to a good start. Alright. So, this is like a little art lesson tip. One of the things you want to do when you're doing very delicate work is you're going to want to kind of hold your breath. It's actually also a trick snipers do. When they're trying to line up their shots, you hold your breath. So if you hear me like breathing weird, it's because I'm trying not to fuck this up. because I don't want any happy little accidents. Alright. And let's do the other part of the circle. Okay. Alright, now let's do the inner part of the iris. Okay. And I don't think I have to do that for the other part of the eye. I guess you can kind of see something. I guess I can get a little bit down there, but I'm not too worried about the fine detail. Alright. Alright, is there any more black? I think that's it for the black. Do I need the black at all from now on? Okay, it looks like I'm done with the black. So we can put our black away. Alright, next we're going to need the brown. The dark brown, extra fine. Alright, so first we got to do like a little line above the kind of the mascara. And that's going to be right here. Alright. And then it's a little one over here. Alright. Actually, shit, that... I mean, that's what it's supposed to be. It looks weird, though. If I can clean that up a bit. And just okay. Yeah, that looks a lot better now. Alright. Alright, now let's also... Her hair is way too light. So I'm going to trace over her eyebrows. Alright, and I think you can kind of see part of the eyebrow on her other eye. Again, her hair is covering most of it. Which is going to make this a little bit easier because I don't have to be as careful with that. Okay. Alright, now we need to do the dark part of her iris. So her iris has 3 white blobs, and then 2 dark brown, and then a lighter brown, and then the bottom part is a very light. So we're going to kind of divide this. Alright. Alright, we're going to hold our breath again. Okay. And then we get the light here. Alright, that's it for that. And I don't think you can see any... Well, I guess this is supposed to be... Can you even see that? I don't think you can even see that. Oh, it kind of does look like shit. Let me go ahead and take care of that. Okay, that is that. Let's go to our peach. This is like our light, kind of orangish brown. We're going to use this for the lighter. And just a little spot right over here. Alright. Okay. This is pretty much it for the eyes. So let's kind of, let's round out these blobs. I think I drew over the smaller ones, but I really couldn't tell where they were. The 3D printing was not precise enough. But that looks a lot better. You can actually see the definition of the eyes now. All right, so we're almost done. We're almost done. I'm going to use the peach for her lipstick because this is actually the same color I used for Celestina's actual lips. So I'm just going to trace over her little mouth line. All right. Her cheeks look fine. All right, the last thing is her hair. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the extra fine point brown around her face so I don't like get this fat one, but then when I'm coloring the rest of her hair, I'm going to use the regular Sharpie. Alright, so let's... Okay, I gotta make sure I got good light on this. I don't want to get this on her face. I want to make sure I just get this on the inside of the hair. I'm going to be extra careful. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. God, just... Hold on, let me get the light over. So weird. You know, you spend $50. You expect... I mean, I wasn't expecting... I don't know what I was expecting. I was expecting something for $50 that looked like the picture. It's like you buy something online. You expect to get what you ordered at the very least. You know, like if you go to the dollhouse, some of the pictures are like professionally done. You know, you're not... Obviously, the doll you get isn't going to look exactly like the picture. Because maybe that was a professional photographer. He was using like his own... Like Celestina, for example. Her eyelashes are different than the eyelashes she came with, because those eyelashes are long gone. So, you know, and I did some alterations and stuff like that. That's going to happen. But you should get what you pay for. You should get the product that you ordered. I don't think that's an unreasonable request to simply get what you paid for. But apparently it is. Just gonna make sure we fill in this part of the hair along the face without getting, hopefully, any or a very minor amount of ink on the actual face. And then we'll just fill it in with the regular size Sharpie once getting it on the face or whatever isn't an issue. And then we'll be done. I'm not going to worry about the clothing or the skin. The kind of wooden-like texture, there's really nothing I can do about that. That's just the nature of 3D, and it's honestly fine. You really can't see it unless you're like really close to it. So that doesn't bother me too much. But the face was really bothering me. The fact that the eyes were really blurry, lacked pretty much all detail. That was no bueno. No bueno. No mas. No mas. Alright. Do I want to... Well, yeah, okay, so we see the... I don't know if I can't even reach that. You know what? So that part of her hair is just going to kind of be this kind of orangish color, and just really nothing I can do about that, which is... Whatever. It's unfortunate, but... Whatever. You know, again, if you look at the picture on the left, you know, this is... I ordered one thing. And I got something else, which is a little bit upsetting. A little bit upsetting, but oh well. Again, I can't like go to a store and buy like a little Celestina chibi, so I was gonna have to get it custom made anyway. And $50, like if they were simply transparent about what their product actually looked like, for $50, I don't know. This is pretty overpriced for the quality that I got, but for a little bit more reasonable price, if they were transparent, I still would have got it. But I don't like being lied to. I don't like being told, oh yeah, customize your chibi. And I customize it, and then I order it, and it arrives, and it just doesn't look like what I ordered. I don't think that's an unreasonable request. I don't think I should be expected to order one thing and receive another and just be okay with that. But I don't want to deal with the bullshit of, you know, trying to get my money back. And honestly, I don't know who could do it better. I don't know how, like 3D printing it's not the replicator from Star Trek, you know. You gotta deal with kind of what's available, you know, in the real world, not in your perfect utopian society where everything's perfect. almost done. Again, I'm just using the fine point markers to go around the face so I don't fuck up her face with like a fat Sharpie. It's very easy to do. I'm going to get this part out of the way with a fine point Sharpie, and then it'll be done. Yeah, the 3D print texture is kind of messing me up. It's a lot coarser than you'd think. Like trying to draw on sandpaper. All right, and that's about it. Yeah, okay. I think that's about it. So I got the underside of her hair. You know, you can see her hair is. I just got that. So now I'm going to use the fat, like normal Sharpie, and we're just going to color her actual hair. This is surprisingly, it seems like it's almost a different color, even though they're both Sharpies. Or maybe it'll just darken as it dries, I don't know. They are two different markers, but they're the same brand, so it would be kind of weird if they weren't the same color, because the caps are the same color, so you'd think the formula would be the same color. But whatever. I mean, when it dries, it's going to look, I guess, yeah, it's probably going to darken as it dries. Try to just like looking this way because it's wet and all that. So the reason why I did this last was because I'm holding on to her head. And so had I done this first, I'd get this all over my fingers, and it could potentially affect, you know, the other stuff. So, you know, start with the eyes, start like at the smallest stuff, and then work outwards. So I started off with the eyes, then I did, you know, the mouth and everything, and the hair, and the hair is going to be the last step, and then that'll be it. All right, so I did a little time lapse. I'm not going to show you everything I did. I did use a fine point brown Sharpie to get in behind the hair. There were parts where I just simply couldn't reach because the base was blocking the marker. So parts behind the hair aren't colored, but I did the best I could. I also colored the shoes black, and I colored the skirt. So the skirt, the shoes, most of the hair, everything's been touched up. The only things I didn't mess with is the skin, the white t-shirt, the cheeks, and the base. So I think this is really the best I could do. But I wanted to show that I did try, I did make the attempt to get the hair fixed as much as possible. I also fixed the shoes and the skirt. So there you go. It's basically, I wanted to show you the final product. So this is Turd Flingy Monkey. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.